You know, it's been about a month since we've did a Tinker Cad video. Link on that one in the description because I am not going to be explaining any of these tools up here for you in this video. So just go to the link in the description, go to that video so you can learn all the basic controls of Tinker Cad. And now today, after 1 month, I'm finally gonna teach you guys how to make two ladybugs. One with their bodies closed and one with their body open. So yeah, let's just get started. So let's just not waste any more time. So what you're gonna want to do is that you're gonna bring your big cursor, you're gonna bring it over here to the sphere, and then you're gonna drag the sphere into your workplace. Hold on, let me just sip some water. Refreshing. And then what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna grab this cube that's kind of like transparent. So now what you're gonna want to do, you're gonna click on the cube, and then you're gonna click on that top button, and you're gonna drag your cursor into where it says the number 20. You're gonna click on it, and then you're gonna click on backspace, and you're gonna type in the number 10. So it's half of it, or you could just drag it down to the number 10. Whatever's easier for you. And now you're gonna try your absolute best to like line the cube with the circle, and then you're gonna go like that, and then you're gonna select both of them by dragging your cursor over here by holding right click. So basically what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna left click and you're gonna drag. So you're gonna pretty much select both of these shapes, and then you're gonna click on this button right here. It's called Alligain, or you could just press L, and then you'll get these random dots, and you could just hover your cursor to the one in the middle. Alright, so it should look like this. So then what you're gonna want to do, you're gonna want to merge these two together, and then you're gonna put this one down all the way down to the bottom. Make sure that there is no air gap between these, and I don't think there is. So then you're going to want to change the color to red, because obviously ladybugs are red. Now, yes, some of them could be dark orange or dark red, but we're just going to do the plain red. Or if you want to change the color of your butterfly to any color you want, that is totally up to you. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get these circles again, but instead we're going to make them smaller. So you're going to make it 6. So you're going to make it the height 6, the length 6, and then the width 6. So it's still a perfect circle, but it's just a tiny bit smaller. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put it on top of the red, and you're gonna try to center it in its exact center. Just try, I guess. Alright, you know what can make it easier if we move it right there, and then we just move you like so. And that's censor. Make sure you try to censor it, alright? And then you're just gonna put it down a little bit, like so. Like this would be perfect, alright? So you're gonna want to make it so it's like halfway down to the red, and then after that you're gonna click on the blue small circle, and you're gonna copy it. So the copy button is gonna be right here, or you could just do Control C. You should already know that, and then Control V, and then you should have two balls. Pause, and then you're just gonna put them on its side like so. So it's gonna have to be like this. Try to arrange it like it's gonna be like here. But we're just gonna make it smaller, and yeah, and you're gonna want to make it so it looks like that, or you can make it however size you want, but I'm just gonna make it like that. And then you're gonna copy it and then paste it once again, and you're gonna put it on the other side, so that way it's just even. Try to make it as even as possible. And then what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna click on all the circles, the blue ones, only the blue circle, and you're gonna make them whole. So you're just gonna kind of make them transparent, alright? And then once you do that, you're going to want to click on the red half circle, and you're going to want to copy that, alright? You're going to want to copy this because we're going to need this later, alright? So then what you're going to do is you're going to select all the pieces over here, not this one. This one will just be alone. And then you're going to group each. And then you're going to click on this button. This is the group button. And you're just going to click on it, and boom, you have holes. Now this doesn't look like a ladybug. Hold on, I'm getting there. So then what you're going to want to do, you're going to click on this object and you're going to copy it and paste it. And then what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to make it transparent. And then you're going to put it on top of this half circle. And then you're going to select both of those pieces and you're going to group it, alright? So it should look like this. And then you're gonna make it black, alright? So you're gonna make it black, and then you're just gonna put it right here. So that way we don't... The reason why we did this is because, like, earlier, it's like, it had, like, this big bump. You could keep it, but we're just gonna do this because it looks better. And then what you're gonna want to do, you're gonna want to group these shapes together. And then boom. Now it's all going to be red. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to click on it, and then you're going to click on the solid, and then you're just going to click on multicolor. So you can have any color on it. So yeah, as you can see, it's now back to black, and it's also one big semicircle. I never said this was going to be easy, kids. I never said this was going to be easy, kids. Tinker Cad is hard, but hey, probably watching this in a classroom, so you're going to want to learn how to use Tinker Cad to pass this class, right? It'll be so crazy if a classroom was watching this. They'd be terrified right now. So what you're going to want to do is that, so you're going to grab this transparent square, and then you're going to put it on top of the semicircle. Now you're only going to want to do half of it, alright? Only half of the semicircle, and make sure it's covering the entire one. So yeah, only half of it, and then what you're going to do, you're going to group that again. Just give it a second. It might take a little while. Just give it a sec. There we go. So now it's going to be half of it. So then what you're going to do is that you're going to take this fourth of a circle, half of a semicircle, I don't know what to call it. So you're just going to take this piece and you're going to copy it, and then you're going to paste it, and then what you're going to want to do is that you're going to, so this arrow, you could turn it into different degrees. You're going to want to turn it 180 degrees, alright? 180 degrees. And then so you've officially did the other side. And there you go. You just did 2 more circles without even putting any more circles. Yay! Alright, so now we're going to make the head. So you're going to grab one circle, and then you're going to grab the cube. Yes, the cube. Once again, you're going to shrink it down into 10, because we're going to make another semicircle. And then you're going to put the sphere on top of it, and then of course you're going to have to group it. Would you look at that? Alright, now we're gonna put it down, and then this is too big of a head, so we're gonna have to make it a little bit, just a little bit smaller. It doesn't have to be that smaller. So it is currently 10. So basically what you're gonna want to do is that you're gonna drag it down into a 6, and then you're gonna want to make this like a 10, alright? No, a 12, alright? You're gonna want to make it 12. And it should look like that. Let's go. Alright, now we're going to make this black, obviously, because we love black, don't we? So you're going to grab another circle. There's a lot of circles in this one. And then you're going to want to make it very small. So then what you're going to want to do is that you're going to shrink it into a 4 by 4 by 4. Alright, and then you're gonna put it, and then you're gonna, this is gonna be officially its eye. Now you're gonna want to make this white, because I mean they have white eyes, don't they? And then you're just gonna copy it and paste it, and you're just gonna move this eye to the other side. So then you're gonna take another circle. Yo my god, I'm losing my mind. And then you're gonna make it a 1 by 1 by 3. Alright, so a 3 by 1 by 1. Kinda. And then you're gonna put it up here. And then you're gonna put it on top of one of the eyes. And then what you're gonna want to do is that you're gonna turn into the ladybug side, like so. And then you're gonna click on it, and you're gonna hold this arrow into, and then you're gonna put it down clockwise, like that. So only once. And then you're gonna turn it to the front, and then you're gonna do the same thing to it, like so. And then boom, we got its little thing. And then you're gonna turn it black. And then you could just copy and paste it, like so. So then you're gonna drag it to the other eye, but then you're gonna want to make it like lean to the other way. So what you're gonna do is that you're gonna turn it clockwise 45 degrees this time, both ways. All right, both ways. Actually, you know what? That's fine. I'll just move it a little bit, try and fix it, and boom. Are we done yet? Not even close. Boom. Just give it a second. This looks creepy. Listen, it shouldn't take that long. Oh, there we go. Let me sip my water again. Now, this is only one ladybug. We're gonna make 2. So you're just gonna drag that off to the side. You're gonna select that, and you're gonna copy and paste it. So now we have 2 ladybugs, and now on this one, you're gonna ungroup everything. Just straight out ungroup everything, alright? So it should be like that. Alright, so basically what you're gonna want to do is that you're gonna take one side of this big red body that the ladybug has, and you're gonna turn it clockwise by 22.5 degrees, and you're gonna do the same thing, but counterclockwise negative to 22.5 degrees. I failed math, guys. And then so it looks like this. So it looks like it's getting ready to like fly off. And then the final part. And then we're gonna have to do something about this. So basically, I promise this is the last time. You're gonna grab yourself one last circle. And then for the last time, you're gonna grab this square. And then you're gonna select both of these, and then you're gonna click on this button, and you're gonna click on the middle one. And then you're gonna click on the square, and then you're gonna make it go halfway through the circle. Select both, and then group these 2. And then you're gonna put these, and then you're gonna put this semicircle in the ground, and then you're gonna put it right here. Now it's a little bit too big, so what you're gonna want to do is that you're gonna shrink it by 1. All right, 1. So it's gonna be a 9 by 9 by. So it's gonna be a 9 by 19 by 19. It should look like this. All right, so and then what you do, you're gonna change this blue color into gray. All right, you're gonna turn it into gray, and then after that, you're gonna select all of it, and then you're gonna group these, and then boom, and then we got 2 ladybugs. Aren't they beautiful? Yo, low key, we should make a cartoon out of this. Thank you all so much for watching this tutorial. If you found this useful, then please consider subscribing and liking the video, because at 200 subscribers, I'm going to be watching 1 hour of brain rot. But also considering checking out my channel. I also cover Nintendo in this channel as well. So yeah, I do 2 things on this channel, which is talk about Nintendo and do Tinker Cad videos.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
on July 15th, I'm gonna be hosting a sub entertainment channel. Not this channel, the sub entertainment channel. It's gonna be kind of like a Glitch X and a Nintendo Direct combined into a live event, which we're calling the Sub Bowl. Please go watch that live stream. We're gonna do a lot of crazy things in that stream, and we're also going to be announcing a few more projects that we're working on. Yeah, please subscribe. Go check out the event on July 15th, 4 p.m. Mountain Time, probably. It just depends, either 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. Mountain Time, either of those two. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.